Now that we've got the water temple out of the way, it's about time we got down to some fishing.
The most important thing in Legend of Zelda.
Certainly so in this game. Because fishing fucking sucks.
You know, no game has really gotten fishing right except for, like, Sega Bass Fisher. That was, like, the only game to ever get it right.
Well, that was a proper simulator, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, you know how Sega games are. They'd always add, like, a little level of arcadem. So, I mean, it still had that fun element. I don't know. I liked playing fishing games when I was younger. Sue me. But I liked them when they were fun. And games just don't get it anymore.
You guys know I'm doing a couple of Harvest Moon games right now, and there's actually a sister series of theirs based on fishing called Legend of the River King, I think, and I've always been curious about it.
Was it like a Japanese import sort of thing, or did it actually come stateside?
It came stateside, I don't think they've had a new one in forever. Like, it was way back on the Game Boy.
Just tells you how good it did.
I don't know, because I don't know nothing about it anymore. Ocarina of Time, fishing's pretty easy. Just find yourself a spot, cast it out, wiggle the lure around, and then wait for fish to come. This fish right here is hanging out by this log with a little twig sticking up out. That's the one you want. We want the biggest guy we can get, and he is well over the 6-pound record that is currently here.
He's big, okay.
He's big.
Fun fact about Travis, I actually love to go fishing. Like, I haven't done so in a long time, but it's a lot of fun. It's kind of a, like, to live in Texas, you just gotta get used to it sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. And your dad won't force you to go hunting, so you kind of have to choose one or the other.
Yeah. Well, see, my brother was the one that they always brought out to hunting, and then just because I was kind of the kinder soul of the two, he's just like, you don't have to worry about that sort of thing. Which I'm thankful for. I didn't really want to shoot anything anyway. But fishing, that's fine. Fish are ugly creatures and they're delicious.
10 pounds and he's bigger than Link.
What does that tell you about Link?
He's a tiny little 10-year-old.
He looks kind of sad that the record got broken so easily. You know why? Why? That was my record.
The trick with those guys is you gotta kind of pull against them as they're trying to go around you. So it's 7 years later, he still remembers me. Even though I met him once.
Well, you did get the world record fish of this lake, I mean. Plus you have the same outfit on, so I'm sure that helped.
I love this. It's like, okay, go have fun. Wait!
What am I saying? Don't have fun.
And we want the same fish, basically. The hard part is, I came in here during the early morning, which is the best time to do it. Later on during the day, all the fish are deep underwater, and they don't really notice the lure.
See, that's actually pretty realistic to fishing, actually.
Yeah, just makes it take forever.
Oh, that one just hates that stick. Gonna get it.
He was actually stuck on it. As an adult, I don't know if it's specific to being an adult. For some reason, the fish were really untrusting of this lure. As a kid, he went right for it, but he does not want this one.
Probably because they figured that at the adult level, they had to make it a little more difficult because it's further in the game, maybe?
Maybe. And we do get kind of a better reward for this. As a kid, we just got a piece of heart, but as an adult, we get an actual tool, you could say.
If I have time, I might tell a silly fishing story of my life.
You have plenty of time, because this takes forever.
So, when I was a kid, we have this pond that was about a couple blocks away from where I live, and they're having this fishing competition because they stocked it full of rainbow trout. You had rainbow trout, it's delicious, but they're saying the person who would win the contest by having the biggest fish would end up winning a prize and getting into, like, this contest, like regional fishing for kids, whatever. I ended up winning by catching a goldfish.
What?
It was huge. Like, it was like 21 inches long. It was a ginormous fish. And then also the tail kind of helped because it had a super long tail. But I was like, this isn't trout, whatever, I won. But because this other kid younger won, he got to pick the first prize, which I thought was bullshit. But hey, I made it to the regional competition. Anyway, this regional competition was about 4 hours away, so we did a 4-hour drive. And under the assumption, because the people said, hey, anyone in the regionals gets a free prize no matter what. So just showing up, you get a prize for this thing. Great. So drive 4 hours, we get there, it's super hot out, and they're like, oh, we ran out of t-shirts, so no prizes for Travis. And I was the only kid who didn't get one. So I'm sitting there on a normal shirt at this little pond that's surrounded by other kids. I don't catch shit. Oh, I love that picture, by the way. I don't catch shit. I'm sitting there for 6 hours in the hot sun next to a dead fish. I was very tempted just to pick up the dead fish and be like, I caught it. But I think that would have been a little suspicious. So I sat there for like 6 hours on this hot shoreline, catching nothing, just getting more depressed because I didn't get a prize in the first place. And my folks come back and like, oh, that was a great restaurant, and we went to an aquarium, it was great. I was like, fuck you guys. So that wasn't a fun day for me. I wish I could have caught something like that. I have caught stuff like that before, actually.
20-pounder. You might have noticed earlier. Well, actually, I'll wait to explain that. First, you'll notice, as an adult, this guy has a hat. And we can't have that. So it's mine now.
Hey!
It's funny because he's bald. But you might have noticed I actually put on the Zora tunic and the iron boots. There's no real benefit to that. It kind of lets you get a little further into the water before you splash and then you're automatically swimming. Because at that point you can't use the fishing rod anymore. But it doesn't really help that much. But as an adult, our reward is a golden Zora scale. And that allows us to dive even deeper, and we use that to get another heart piece.
Oh, wow. And you pointed out how big that 10-pounder was compared to Link. But even the 20-pounder was, like, as big as adult Link.
Yeah.
He's a baby.
Once we got the golden scale, in a random place around the lake, like you have to really be searching for it. It'll either be by the waterfall or by that log. We get a sinking lure, which works as you would expect. If you go and talk to the guy, he'll say, these are actually illegal. He's like, I don't care, go ahead, use it. So as long as you get the okay from him, toss it out, and the fish love it. They go right for it, which makes it incredibly hard to catch anything you actually want.
So he steals it.
I'm not even trying, but you know.
I like the music.
It's all the tiny ones.
Just see an arrow fly and kill it. Like, get off the bait!
We actually use a sinking lure to catch a really rare fish, which only comes up randomly. It's called the Hylian loach. If you remember Twilight Princess, it was basically the same fish. I don't give a shit, so we're not worrying about that. In order to get that heart piece, first we get an excellent shot of Link's crotch. But then you go diving in the lake laboratory. And now that we can dive all the way down to the bottom, once we talk to the old guy, he'll give us a heart piece, just because we're cool.
I knew Banana Man. He was quite a sassy man. Bill ate my big... That'll never get old for me.
I just like how creepy what he said was, I've been watching you. You touched the bottom.
And then pointed at his own O. That was the short fishing adventures. It was fun, though.
Yeah, it was longer to record.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
It took me until I'd be in the water temple to actually get the fishing right, because the fish did not bite.
Hey, that's fishing. That's why they don't call it catching. God, I sound like my father. Because see, I was that asshole as a kid. I'd get super impatient. Like, if I didn't catch shit, I'd get actually angry, and then I'll just cast it like 100 times. Like, you're scaring all of them away. I'm like, I don't care!
I think I went fishing like once. It was just this big lake, and I just wanted to swim and not fish, because I didn't have any patience as a kid.
Yep.
I never caught anything. Anyone who has caught anything while fishing is like a saint to me.
I accidentally caught a crab while fishing.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I just remember it was like, it feels like a lead weight. I was casting off the coast, and I just see it half come out of the water, holding my bait, but not letting go. Managed to pull it up to shore, but then it ran away.
Damn.
I felt mad. I was like, oh, big crab. I caught a turtle on accident. That made me upset.
Oh.
Well, he bit down on the bait, and I had to get him off the hook, but he was fine. But he was just...
okay.
But, like, the ones that make me mad are the ones, like, I admit, even now, I get kind of upset if I don't catch anything, because I remember I went deep sea fishing with my brother and my dad, and if you know anything about deep sea fishing, you got to go out to the deep sea to do it. So I'm on this boat full of people, and we're going out to sea, and it's a 6-hour drive to get to where we're going on a boat in the ocean. So this thing's rocking like crazy. Me and my brother just thought it'd be hilarious to sit out while the waves are splashing, so we're getting completely soaked by the ocean and just giggling. And we're all sitting around the boat, and everyone's catching all sorts of shit, mainly sharks, and they're like big tuna and everything like that. I didn't catch shit. And then we had to drive 6 hours back, and it was just like, I remember just coming back and like, did you catch anything? Like, yeah, I'm just really wet. But probably the biggest fish I've ever caught was like 60 pounds. And that thing fought like a mule.
Wow.
But it wasn't the size of me like it was for Link. It's just a fat bastard. But yeah, that's my outdoor side of me. I don't do hunting, I do camping, I do fishing. It's kind of a part of the Texas repertoire. You just got to get used to it.
All the fish I eat are dead.
Where do you think they started from? I caught them. No, that was a horrifying experience, I remember. Then I have actually like a bad memory when it comes to fishing, because I remember I was fishing off of one of my dad's friend's ponds and caught a rainbow trout that time. And I was just really proud because I was just like, I caught it, I unhooked it all by myself, and I was a kid. So I ran up to the garage where my dad's friend was there, and I was just like, look at this big fish I got. And he goes, oh, cool, I guess we can eat it. So he just takes it out of my hand and goes, so this is how you clean them. And cleaning means you skin them. And I just caught this thing, and I was already like, you're taking it away. So he goes, first you smash it in the head with a hammer and just smacks it as hard as he can with the hammer in the head. And I just ran out of the garage crying. I was like, that poor fish. I actually wanted to let it go. See, that's why I can't be a hunter, because even the trout thing scarred me for life.
See, I'm just thinking about the episode of Good Eats where like he grilled one on a wooden plank, and I was like, you should have done that.
I've never tried it that way, but yeah.
Yeah, if you ever catch a rainbow trout and you can get over beating it to death with a hammer.
Just put it into a pot and not look at it and just be like, just die, go away. Be delicious, it'll be peaceful. But I do make mean seafood, though, so that's the trade-off.
Yeah, your seafood is a jerk.
That's because, like, if it's just a casual meal, I'll still make seafood. It's just like, just casual Monday, I'm just eating mahi-mahi and sockeye salmon shipped directly from Alaska. I'm just... You never thought a Let's Play would be talking about fishing. Fishing!
Fish!
Yeah, much. Moonfish.
Where's the new part of that motherfucker?
Yeah, shit.